Hey there, welcome back to our Quasar Framework and Vue.js tutorial series. Today we are going to talk about something pretty cool, making test reset itself to fit nicely inside a box on a web page. It is a neat trick that can make your website look even better and more user-friendly. So let's dive in and see how Vue.js and Quasar Frameworks can help us do just that. Ready, let's go. We start with a basic HTML structure containing a div with a class test with container and another div with a class test with. This nesting is crucial for our dynamic test resizing functionality. We are importing some essential functions from Vue.js, including onMounted and onBeforeUnmount. These functions help us manage the lifecycle of our component by executing code when it's mounted and before it's unmounted. Here we are using Vue.js ref function to create reference container1 and test_fit1 to our HTML elements. These references allow us to interact with the DOM elements directly from our Vue component. We attach this reference to our HTML element using the ref attribute. This linkage establishes a connection between the Vue component and the DOM elements, enabling us to manipulate them programmatically. We define a function named adjust font size, which serves as the entry point for dynamically resizing the text. Inside this function, we call adjust single font size, passing in reference to the container and the test elements. Here we perform a single check to ensure that both the container and test element exit before proceeding with resizing. This prevents potential error from occurring if either element is missing. We calculate the container width and the width of the test element. The measurements are crucial for determining the scale factor needed to resize the test dynamically. Using the calculated scale factor, we adjust the font size of the test element to ensure it fits within the container width while maintaining its aspect ratio. This ensures that the test remains visually appealing and readable. We are using Vue.js onMount function to execute some code when our component is mounted onto the web page. Inside the function, we are calling adjustment font size. Initially adjust the font size based on the container dimensions. Additionally, we are adding an event listener to the window object for the resize event. This ensures that whenever the window is resized, our adjust font size function will be called to update the test size accordingly. And finally, we are using Vue.js onBeforeUnmount function to execute some cleanup code just before our component is removed from the web page. Inside this function, we again call adjust font size to ensure the test size properly adjusts before the component is unmounted. Additionally, we are removing the event listener for the resize event from the window object. This helps prevent memory leaks and ensure our code is clean and efficient. With these steps, our dynamic test resizing functionality is now fully integrated into our Vue.js component. Let's keep building. We define CSS rule for the test-fit container class to ensure that it occupies the entire width of its parent's container and prevents test dropping. This ensures that the test resizing functionality works as intended within the specified container. Similarly, we define CSS rules for the test-fit class, specifying that it should display as an inline block. This ensures that the test element's dimensions are correctly calculated for dynamic resizing while preserving its inline display behavior. We have successfully covered the ins and outs of dynamic resizing test within a div container using Vue.js and Quasar Framework. I hope you found this tutorial informative and insightful. Remember, mastering these techniques can greatly enhance the user experience of your applications. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Thank you for joining me today.